Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the comedy show this evening. Give it up for yourselves for coming out tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give it up for Woodland Brewery for having us. Give it up for spring. So this show has a name, right? It's the Fuck Winter Show. So I was just wondering, I was thinking about this. I was wondering if we could all maybe together in solidarity just yell out "Fuck Winter" on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Winter!
Do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck Winter!
Awesome. Give it up for yourselves for fucking winter. Yeah, it's been crazy. I planted my garden, I opened my pool, and then I had to close it. Like, what the hell's going on here? That's a lie. I don't have a pool. I don't know whose pool that was. You guys up for a fun night of comedy tonight? We got 3 wonderful comedians. We got Mike Peters from Binghamton joining us. Give it up for Mike. We've also got Will Phillips. You guys all know Will Phillips. Will. And from Syracuse, we've got Brian Enck headlining the show tonight. Give it up for Brian. I promise you, they'll all be funnier than me. Because I sometimes just get tripped up sometimes. See, just then, that happened. You ever like in the middle of a sentence and forget the right word to use? I was talking to someone before the show at the bar, and I was like, what word do I use here? Is it stigma, stigmata, or astigmatism? Yeah, I won't tell you what we were talking about either. Speaking of stigmata, we're in the midst of Lent. This is a dark comedy show. Yes, any practicing Catholics in the room? Yes, give it up for Lent, everybody. I was never very good at Lent when I was a kid. Growing up, I'd make some bold declaration like, I'm gonna give up sweets this year. That'd be good for 36 hours. And it's 37 and a half days of smuggling Hostess cakes into my bedroom. Trying to justify that to the Lord. And so I'm pretty sure I was 16 years old, I was in confirmation. And I was like, if I'm gonna become an adult in the church, I should probably make a real commitment and stick to it, don't you think? So I gave up Catholicism. I'll tell you what, it lasted all 40 days. And every day since.
Mario would not be happy.
He would not. She knew my grandfather. He was a wonderful guy. But I am an adult now. I've grown. But I have found that my relationship with the game Twister has changed pretty significantly. You guys remember that game? I used to love playing that game when I was a kid, right? You could play for hours. And each game would end when the pile got so twisted up that the last spin would just collapse it, and everyone would laugh hysterically, right? I'm playing recently with my 6-year-old nephew, and I'm finding that in my 40s, a game of Twister ends very shortly after the first hand roll. All right, because then it's just a countdown to the blackout. And then I collapse into a heap and my nephew laughs hysterically, so it's kind of the same outcome, I guess. Also find that as I age, there's less and less that I'm willing to do for a Klondike bar. Yeah, exactly. You guys remember the ads to those things? Right? They'd be like, would you cluck like a chicken for a Klondike bar? what? And these people would actually cluck like a chicken. I wouldn't pay more than $3 for a Klondike bar, I'll tell you what. They're unwieldy. I don't know who invented the Klondike bar. He must have been the highest guy on earth. He's like, yeah, let's take a brick of ice cream and surround it in the thinnest layer of chocolate that we can imagine. We'll have people going around, what would you do for a napkin now? You know what I'd do for a Klondike bar? I would add a stick. Or make them bite size. So much better in those forms, you know? I don't know. This is a dark comedy show, I guess. So I know the word matricide means to murder one's mother, right? But it sounds like to murder one's mattress. Right? Can you murder a mattress? Like you can wear a mattress out, but to kill a mattress, there's a few, you know, pieces to the puzzle that need to fit there in order to qualify as murder. I guess the hardest part would be to know when the mattress was dead. I guess it's when you remove the tag. So I guess it's a good thing you don't have to murder your mattress. Just your mother. I find all those killing words to be a little confusing though. Did you guys know that the word patricide doesn't mean to kill someone named Pat? Do you know the word regicide doesn't mean to kill someone named Reggie? Oh, there's people over here. Do you know that decide doesn't mean to kill anyone at all? It just means to make a decision. Yes! You gotta have a groaner. You gotta have one groaner. Speaking of moms, though, I love my mother. She's great, although she always just assumes that I'm dead. Right? Like I'll leave her house after visiting her, and she'll be like, "Text me when you get home," and I'll forget to text her. And then she'll just call me incessantly until I pick up, and as soon as I pick up, she'll be like, "Oh, I thought you were dead. Can you give me a minute to get home, please?" Like if it's raining or snowing, she'll call me and she'll be like, it's raining out today. You going out? I'm like, Mom, I've driven in rain before. I think I know how to do it. Yeah, see? Some people know what I'm talking about. Have you ever followed up a phone call with a video proving that it was raining? Because that's what my mom did. She's like, oh, if you didn't think it was raining, look at this rain on my video that I just learned how to use. I don't know. I know. I love her. Don't tell her I was telling these jokes. She'd be very disappointed in me. But I'm going to leave with this one. I do get a lot of texts from her that just simply say, the eye of the tiger's on. Because when I was a kid, we used to rock out to that song in the car, and that kind of became our song. And I think that's awesome. I think that's really adorable, having a song with your mom. But again, I'm in my 40s, and I'm thinking, like, why did we choose that song? That doesn't really fit me. Like, think to the lyrics of that song, right? It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. I'm wearing an Oakland Athletics hat. I'm not rising up to any challenges, I'm just kind of giving up. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night. Folks, I'm sleeping at night. If anything, I'm the prey of the tiger. Well, unless you count rooting around the fridge for turkey legs at 3 a.m., stalking prey. But even that, I think that only classifies me as hungry like the wolf, which I think would have been a better song for us. But I think it's too late now. And so I'm going to go and think about that as I introduce your first comedian. Are you ready for your first comedian tonight? Give it up for yourselves once again for coming out tonight to the Fuck Winner Show. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. See, you know. This guy is all the way from Binghamton. He has introduced me a number of times doing homebrewed comedy, and it is my pleasure to introduce him now. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mike Peters.